y'all, sorry we got cut off, and I had already started filming again when my phone decided to tell me the storage was short, and then it shut my phone completely off. So then I had to go in and actually delete the trash from the trash, which is crazy. But anyway, what I was saying is I had folded this card in half. I placed this piece of fabric in between the card. If you're going to make a tag like this and you don't want to put a little ribbon through it, you could use an eyelet. Put a hole in this card, before you glue it down. Put the eyelet through, open it up, and that way when you close the card down, it covers up the eyelet piece and it's not sticking in the back, or else you're going to have to cover it on the back. Once you get that through, then you're going to want to sew around if you're going to sew, or glue this card down. So I went ahead and put that through there. I went ahead and glued it down because I don't plan to use an eyelet. And then I found this pretty little piece of lace and lace trim, and I put that on there, and I think that's really, really cute. And so I think I'm going to pull out a word from our stash, if I can find our stash, without having to do too much and aggravate this crazy hip. Let's do romance. I like that. Okay, so yeah, I better ink that one up a little bit. I got some white edges. Well, maybe I'm not going to ink around it. Here we go. I'm going to have to re-ink my pad. I'll have to show you how to do that one day. Maybe I'll do that on one of my beginner videos. Because I do not buy the distress ink to use. Oh yeah, I like that word. Okay, so let's put something under it. Maybe a piece of cheesecloth. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, how about maybe a piece of lace? Uh-oh. I think that was the wrong piece. A piece of doily, maybe? That might be pretty. Let's try that. Maybe I should use a white piece of doily. What do y'all think? White piece? I don't know. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Okay, let's do that. Let's put it off to the side a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to glue this down like that. I'm going to glue this doily piece down. And seriously, y'all, don't stress over your pieces. Just get them down. I mean, the more you think about it, the more it's going to drive you crazy. So just get them down. Put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Like that. Oh, that looks pretty nice, y'all. I like that. What you think? And I think we'll put a little bling right here. And we're going to call that good. And like I said, just whatever little scraps you got hanging around, just use those up. I mean, even, like little pieces that you don't even think are any good anymore. I don't know what's attached to that. I mean, you can stick that on there. I mean, how cute is that? I mean, seriously, I mean, there's so many things you can do with your little scraps. All right, let me get a little piece of bling going on here. Probably want to go with gold, don't we? All right. And remember, stick with odd numbers. So, you either want one piece, 3 pieces, or 5 pieces. You don't want to use even number pieces. Want it there? We don't want it there. Nope. We want it over here. Okay. Yep. Generally, the first place you put it's where you're going to want it. So you don't want it there or there. Oh, definitely there. Okay. And I just love how that turned out. And I could have put something behind that, I suppose. But I kind of like it like that. So what do you think? Y'all like that? Okay, so that was, you know, a quick little piece in just a few minutes. All right, now, this next one, what this is this is a piece of cardstock, you know, where I printed the kit on card, or you can use, you know, your, if you print it on copy paper, then you want to double it, or you want to, you know, use double, you know, double thickness copy paper. But anyway, what this is this is the size of a postcard, and I've cut it to 3.5 this way by 5.5 this way, and then I cut 2 pieces somewhere right here. I cut 2 pieces the same size, and then I took and I cut this piece in half, and this is actually going to open out like that, and I really want to turn this over. This is going to open out like that, and then we're going to take and we're going to glue this piece onto here, and then it'll fold down like that. So you're going to cut one piece that's been folded over, this just a little bit smaller than this. Okay, so we're going to glue that on there, and it'll fold down. So when you cut this, you're going to make you're still going to make it 5.5, but now you're going to make it 7 so that you can fold it in half to glue on there. Actually, a little bit less than 7 and a little bit less than 5.5. All right, and this, then you're going to take one, and you're going to cut 2. I'm sorry, you're going to cut 2 this size, and then you're going to cut it in half so that you end up with, you're going to cut this in half so that you end up with these, because we're going to glue this on here and this on here, and this is going to leave little flip outs like that. So I hope that makes sense. So we're going to cut 2 pieces, the 3.5 by 5.5, and then we're going to take one of those pieces and cut it in half. And then we need 1 piece of this doubled over, or you want 7, or you want 7 by 5.5, and then you'll fold it down that way, okay? And then you want you want 1 piece this size, you want 2 pieces this size with it folded up. So that's going to be 3.5 by 5, just a little bit short of 3.5 by 5, so that we can fold those in half that way and glue them on here. I hope that makes sense. I made that sound a whole lot more complicated than it is. It's really not hard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down. Pull string. And you want to make sure your fold piece is at the bottom. Open that up, make sure I don't fold it, glue it shut. Oh man, I can't even talk today, can I? Okay, so you want to line that up with that bottom edge. Doesn't have to be exact, just so long as it's covered up, you know, whenever you close that other piece. So I got mine a little bit high here, so I'm just going to move it down just a little bit. Might need to re-glue. Okay. Now when I open that up, that leaves journaling space. So let's go ahead and attach these. Okay, like that. Open that up so it doesn't glue shut. And again, same thing over here. Now, not tomorrow, but the day after, we'll be starting with the new kit. And of course, you don't have to have the kit if you don't want it. Obviously, you know, you can make your own papers. You know, I've showed you how to do that with some, you know, scrapbook papers, you know, how to alter those with, say, gesso and, you know, distress ink. I do have a video on how to make your own gesso if you want to, because gesso is kind of expensive, so if you don't have any, you may want to make your own. All right, now we're going to flip all this over, and I'm going to tape these pieces, and you don't have to do it the whole way. But I'm going to tape those pieces, and I could not find my little tape dispenser thingy, so I'm having to do this the hard way with a refill kind of thingy. Kind of want to center that a little bit. Just leave a little tiny bit of space so it'll fold up right. Alright, oops. Or as G says, oopsie daisy. Oh, don't tell her. I tried to mock her. That was terrible. That was a terrible impersonation. She is so sweet, I would not offend her for anything in the whole wide world. Matter of fact, she's one of those people that, you know, if you had to pick 10 people in the world to meet, she would be one of them. So if I ever make it to Portugal, I'm going to say, hey, G, I want to meet you. Alright, so I have that on there, and you could leave that like that. However, I'm not real crazy about that, so I'm going to end up taking a piece of fabric and gluing over that to make the hinge pieces like that. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So anyway, this folds up like this, this folds up like this, this folds up like this, and then these fold together like that. So that's what it looks like when it's done. Now, a ribbon tied around there, you know, glued across the back would be really cute. Or, you know, a string, a twine, or you can just use a paper clip to hold it. Whatever, you know, whatever works best for you, you know, whatever you like. This one I'm going to have to trim up just a little bit. I have a little bit of extra card sticking up right there. I wondered why my piece, copy that paper was off so bad, but okay. So once that's folded up, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Okay, now this one, y'all are going to love this. This can be a little bit fiddly. Now, this is going to be a heart, and just go on Google and print you off, you know, a heart template. Just look up heart templates, and you can find one the size you want. So what I did is, this is a piece of the kit paper printed on copy paper, and then I backed it with coffee dyed paper, so it's 2 thicknesses. So I cut out of the card, I cut 2 whole pieces, and then I cut this one in half, and this is going to attach right there. And then I cut this wrong. Alright, what I should have done is no, this is right. Alright, so this is going to go here. If this wasn't backed with coffee dyed paper, then you would want to cut 2 of these, or 2 of these in just the regular coffee dyed paper, just the 1 inch, I mean the 1 ply thickness, because you'd want to glue half of it on here and then leave the other half folded down. But because this was already coffee dyed paper, I didn't need 2 whole hearts. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, all that we will tape all that together. So I'm going to turn this over like so. You know, and if you feel confident enough to go ahead and, you know, put a piece of, you know, you could use, you know, say a piece of this, you know, cut it a little strip, and then, you know, put it across there to make your hinge. But I just want to go ahead and tape this down, so I kind of know where I'm headed with it. Or you can just go ahead and put fabric on there, and you could skip this whole tape step. Whatever works best for you. You know, this is all about what you like. Make sure I'm lined up here. Just a little tiny. Uh-oh, that's a little bit big. Come off of there. Just a little tiny gap, not much. Alright. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Now the new kit, while I'm doing this, the new kit that we're going to be using is a huge 24-page kit. It's called the Old Time Rose Journal Kit. And you just go to Gi Kerr's Etsy shop. It's going to be Happiness and Crafting at Etsy. and just print that off if you're interested in doing that. If not, you can, like I said, make your own papers. Alright, so make sure I've got this right. I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. I'm not going to glue anything. I'm going to tape this on here. And then again, I will cover this with some fabric or some, you know what, I don't really want to, I'm going to turn this back over this way. I'm going to do it on this side this time because I don't want to put my hinge on this outside piece right here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. So my hinge on that will be on the inside piece. And I can do it, you know, out of copy paper, and then it'll just all kind of blend in like that. So I should have gone ahead and cut these as whole hearts, you know, and then just covered that in this, had I thought about how that was going to look. But anyway, so what's going to happen is this will fold up like this, and this folds up like this, and this folds up like this. How cute is that? I mean, is that so cute or what? So then, of course, again, you can take a paper clip, you know, with, you know, something tied to it, you know, a piece of sari silk, piece of ribbon, you know, twine, whatever you have. Or you can make a little closure. I'm not sure. I guess you go that way or this way. Probably I would go that way. But anyway, I think those are so cute. I love those. And again, this just opens out like that and all that. And you have all that for journaling. Don't y'all love the way that looks? Okay, let me show y'all again. Those fold up. These fold in. And that's what you're left with. Isn't that adorable? So, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I can give you measurements again if you need them. You know, I can tell you about how many to cut of the pieces again if I didn't make that clear. So, anyway, I encourage you, go visit Gi's channel. She's awesome. She's got great things. I will link the videos that inspired these pieces below. And I'm going to go through this kit real quick if we have time. Oh, yeah, we have time. Like I said, it's a huge kit. It's 24 pages. You get 12 pages of these embellishment pieces. Well, I guess, and background pieces. Yep, embellishment and background pieces. Isn't that gorgeous paper? I just love this paper. Now, this was just printed on plain copy paper. I have not printed this on card. I don't know if I will. And look at these. Aren't they not going to be gorgeous making corner pieces? Oh, I just love this. She did a dynamite job with this. And then some little envelopes and some little labels and tickets. And look at here. More tags and journaling cards. Some belly bands and more tickets. Look at there. Corner tucks. Are those gorgeous? Alright, so that's one part of it. And then let me show you this part. How pretty is that? I love, love, love these pages. Won't that be gorgeous, folded in half? Oh, I can't wait. Look here, isn't that beautiful? I mean, all these will just fold in half so beautifully and make the prettiest journal. So, I do, if I have enough time, I want to show you kind of what I've done on the big journal that I was we were making together. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love these pages. So that's what we're going to be what I'm going to be working with. If y'all choose to, download that kit, then you can kind of make the same designs with me as we go. If not, make your own papers. I'll be moving right along with that. Like I said, tomorrow, have your scraps ready. Bring some paper clips along, some, all your fabric scraps, your paper scraps, whatever you have on hand. So let me pull out the big journal. Do y'all remember that I had printed out the pages on the printer paper, you know, the copy paper, and it was not coffee dyed, and the back of the pages were white. Let me show you what I did. These were the white pages. Didn't that turn out really, really nice? I will discuss this technique as we go through this. We're probably going to do our final of this today after tomorrow, after we get all of our papers made, kind of bring all of our pieces together, different ways we can incorporate things that, you know, we haven't put in our journals. Because this ended up being so big, I am only going to put the one journal in the pocket, just because it has become so bulky. This was one of those little fold out pieces that we made. And I guess I have this, yeah, I wanted that on top. I added the envelope that we did together with the 3 pockets and the tags. I added that to the front here. Let me see what else that I did. I put this band on here until I figured out if this was going to be all that I was going to do, and then I'll sew it in. On the back, I put this piece that we made together, you know, with the little thing. And then the envelope that we had made with the journaling card in it, I stuck that in the back. So that's just stuck in there like that. And so that's, I think, all that I've done. You know, of course, doing these pages, you know, took a while because I had to put down the paint first, and then I went back over it with gesso, and I just love the way the pages turned out. So, this will be ready for me to go ahead and sew the signature in. But I just love how that turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. Since I'm only going to use the one in the pocket pack, I will make another pocket pack for the other one. And I'm going to go ahead and embellish this outside to make it prettier. I just didn't have the room, you know, with using both of the little journals to actually do that. I may go ahead and add more pages to this one. I'm going to have to see how everything's going to fit in the pocket pack before, you know, I consider how many more pages I'm going to use. So that's what I did with that one. Of course, on the little one, you know, I had used the coffee dyed paper in that. So, you know, I didn't have to paint and gesso those pages, the backs of those pages. But anyway, I'm real pleased with that. Like I said, we'll go back through, look at everything that we did, incorporate as many of our pieces as we can. Hopefully you're going to be able, if you made both of the size journals, you'll be able to make 2 of the pocket packs and maybe gift one to somebody. I think that would be a great idea. Anyway, please, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you are a subscriber, thank you so very much. I would appreciate it if y'all would send people my way. I'm really, really enjoying this process. I'm enjoying honoring Gi Kerr. I'm just thrilled to be able to do this. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Again, please go check out her channel, subscribe to it. Check out the videos that I'm going to link below. And y'all have a very, very, very blessed day. And I will look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.